Well, a lot of different things, obviously. Our 6 games prior to Christmas, I think one of the big strengths of our team, obviously, Trevor has stepped up and played very consistent in those straight 6 games. And I think we've had a stronger commitment defensively. I think our leadership group's doing a great job. And you can look at the number of block shots we've been doing the last 6 games. I think we've had 4 games that have been plus 30, plus 20 on the shot blocking with Luke Bafia leading our crew. And when you have that, you get in other teams' heads. It makes it difficult, obviously, to score. And when we do have breakdowns, obviously Trevor is doing his job to make the right saves at the right time. And those timely saves have been a key, I think, for a lot of our wins prior to Christmas here.
The 5-1 win, one of the better performances by the Broncos over 5-1 win over UConn, one of the better performances by the Broncos this season. Saturday, you get that really, really tight game. What was it like on the bench? And they score, cut it to 1, and you pull through at the end.
Yeah, well, going back to the UConn game, it's interesting. You never know what's going to happen for these holiday tournaments. We hadn't played for about 3 or 4 weeks, so you don't have that same freshness or sharpness. And UConn was coming off a big win against Boston College there. But we had our guys back on the 27th. Coach did a great job. We had a real hard, intense practices, and I think we got as close to game conditioning as possible. And I think that was demonstrated in the first period. But prior to that game, we had an unbelievable falling with a large party with a lot of athletic members, obviously a lot of fans, and Dr. Montgomery. He had a nice little speech in the morning that got our crew charged up, and it must have worked because we came out and outshot the other team 15-2 and got up on them early. And we did a good job playing fast. I thought we penetrated to the net, generated obviously a lot of shots. And again, Trevor came up some key saves, especially in the second period, to keep our 3-goal lead. And obviously we're a team that can score, and we certainly did that against UConn. And then Air Force, getting back to Air Force, you need to play in games like that. And obviously we played them 2 years ago. It wasn't a good feeling in the locker room. And they're a very, very well-coached team, very difficult to play against. They play a strong team game, very well-conditioned, real good structure. And they're just one of those teams that have done a good job creating an environment of winning. And Frank Soratori, I have a lot of respect for. And we needed that challenge. And to add a little bit more pressure on that, again, President Montgomery, I think he guaranteed a win at the party at the mezzanine up there. So our guys came out again hard. It was, I think we outshot them 15-6. We were able to put 1 on the board. We could have had 3 or 4. We missed a breakaway. We hit the post on the power play, I believe. And we weren't able to capitalize. So the game stayed tight right up until the end there. And we had some chances in the second period. They had some chances. Their goalie, I thought, played excellent. Trevor played excellent. And then I think the biggest difference in the game there, we got the go-ahead goal, the second goal, and then they pulled their goalie, I think, with about 3 minutes, 50 seconds left. And our guys dug in. We were blocking shots again. I think they might have 1 or 2 looks, and Trevor came up with some big saves. And then you never want to ice the puck when you're down, and we ended up getting 2 empty netters with, I think Ethan Frank had scored, was about 175 feet away from our net, but he was tired. We were nice to see that to go in. Then Lawton Courtnall obviously had the empty net from our side of the red line too. But 2 really good quality wins for our program. Obviously a very enjoyable experience out in Vegas there, and now we're back into league play this weekend against Miami.
Coach, everyone loves to talk about chemistry, whether it's a coach or a player. I use the picture of the team watching Matthias's World Junior game as an example to see that this team appears to be very close. So in 2 parts, how close is this group? And then secondly, how much does that help when you have a group that seems to be on the same page?
Yeah, it's a younger team, and they care about one another. And obviously that's a culture that we're trying to create here. In order to get the program to where we want to get it. And obviously we're all cheering for Matthias, and he was a heartbreaker. And, they went down 2-0 in that game, then they came back, and it went right down until I think there was about 80 seconds left in the game. We were actually watching it prior to our game start on Saturday night there. But we do have a tight group, and, our motto is getting better every single day. And we did that up until Christmas. And like I said, we had some great practices post-Christmas. Matthias wasn't there, but it's kind of the next man up. And we were able to perform without him and get the 2 wins. But that just tells you about our group and how deep we are and how committed we are to winning.
This feels like a series that, is, and granted, there's a series like this every weekend in the NCHC, but you have 2 ranked teams, kind of a barometer for you guys. How do you approach this weekend?
Well, it's our arch rival. Very, very, very intense series. And, I think they're coming in here battle tested. They went up on the road against an excellent hockey team in Providence, which will be NCAA bound. I think they got a tie and a loss out of it. And like you said, we're back in the NCHC. There's no easy win. And they're coming into our barn. On our job as coaches is to prepare them as much as possible. They're fast, they're skilled, they're well coached. Their goalie's playing extremely well. And it's going to be heated. And they're always tight games. And it's our job to prepare these guys this week.
I think it was a mix of, enjoying the break, actually using it, rest up, get the legs right, just take time to take a step back. But then we got back, we got to work. We came back, had some really good practices, got out to Vegas, continued that, had some more good practices. And then, we like what we're doing. We wanted to start the second half off strong, so we went out and played hard.
Coach Shayak was in here before you and said that a game like Saturday is something you guys really needed to experience. A tight game where things aren't necessarily going well for you offensively, but you're able to do well enough on defense to kind of keep the lead before the win.
Yeah, I agree. Saturday was a tough game. Air Force is a great opponent. We respect what they do. They're a hardworking team, and like you said, it was a tougher game where we weren't really producing offensively, but we found a way to win, and the good teams do, and that's a testament to our team D that's improved vastly over the last couple months. So that's just a testament to our defense, our will, and just finding a way to win.
If you guys start to get sick of hearing the questions, it's probably a good thing. But Trevor continues to play very well. From your angle, how good has he been?
Yeah, he's been great. He's a fighter. He has been all 4 years. He works hard for us. He just continues to kick, and we're gonna do everything we can to block shots, get in their way, not allow any shots on net. But we know when they do get shots that he's there for us, and he'll make the save.
If there's anyone who should be able to speak to the chemistry of this team, it would be the guy with the C on his sweater. How close of a group are you guys, and how does that help you out there?
We're very close. This is a very close group we have, both on and off the ice. Going out to Vegas, it was cool to go out as a team, especially a couple days early. Go out, just kind of be tourists for a couple days, look around, walk around, enjoy it together. And then on the ice, we're having fun. We're winning games, so it just brings us even closer. And the closer we are, I think the better we play as a team. So, we're very close.
Not your first go-around with Miami. What should we expect this weekend?
Should be close games. They got a good team. They got balance up front. They got size. They got, speed, toughness, skill, everything. So, should be good games. Should be close. They got good D, good goaltending as well. So, as long as we stick to our game plan, we should come out with a couple wins.